Thanks for tuning in, and today I want to talk about these Keyunity products. Keyunity was gracious enough to send them out to me, so I wanted to test them out and review them. Now, I've already reviewed some Keyunity products, mainly their pocket knives or keychain knives, so if you want to go check that out, I'll link it up above. Now, the things I want to talk about is this little keychain here, along with this multi-tool that also has a paracord lanyard as well. And then also this pouch, this pocket organizer, and attached to some of the items here, you'll see these black titanium key rings, which are really awesome. So I'm going to start with the pouch because I think there's some really great uses for this pouch. And stay tuned because I got some really creative uses for all of these items. They're not just for your keys, but you're going to just see what I'm talking about. So this pouch is actually a little bit wide. When I first got this, it was a little bit wide for my pocket. Depending on the size of your pocket, it might be a little bit snug. What I found is actually I have this shoulder bag, like tactical shoulder bag, and it fits perfectly back here. So I think that's a better use for it. If you have larger pockets, this might work really well. And it just really helps to organize all of your gear if you're carrying a bag or a sling bag like this. And I attached this titanium bead also from Keyunity as well. And I'm going to actually show you that this isn't just for decorative purposes. You can actually use this for practical applications. So when you have it in there, you can just pull on this and then you can just access all of your gear. And this pouch is great. It keeps everything organized. Just to give you a rough size estimate here, it's about 4¼ inches wide. Now that's with stuff in it. And then about 5½ inches tall. So a really nice size. Again, a little bit big for my pocket, and just feels very, very nice. The stitching, I mean, it's very high quality stitching, and this doesn't cost a lot of money. So if you're looking for a great pocket organizer or just an organizer in general, check this one out. You see I've also, like I said, attached this, which I'll go over in just a second why I have that there. But in the front, I just got my little pocket knife. So it's not going to fit bulkier items like a big multi-tool, but if you have a small gentleman's knife like this pocket is great because if you have a smaller knife, you can actually fit 2 items. So I've got a knife and then also a flashlight, which looks like, I don't know if it's, oh, no, I just didn't have it twisted on. So you could put 2 items in that pocket. And then over here, because I wanted a multi-tool, I put this little multi-tool. Now, it's a keychain multi-tool, but because I added the titanium key ring, I have a little way to pull it out easily so it doesn't get stuck in there. So that's why I put that on there. And so that's a good use of the titanium key rings. I also did that for my tweezers back here. So in the back, you have a larger pocket. That's good for field notes and things like that. But I just wanted to put a smaller notebook in there, a Write in the Rain notebook, along with the Write in the Rain pocket pen, which I've talked about many times on this channel. I really love this combination. But I also put my tactical tweezers. Again, I put the little smaller key ring, titanium key ring, also made by Keyunity on there. So that way I have something to pull on and easily take out when I want to. There's also another purpose why I put that on there, which I will go over in just a second. So and then lastly, I put a backup pen in here. This is the Olight O Pen Mini 2. It's a bolt action pen. I won't spend too much time on this. It's brand new because I've been testing it. And it's a great size for EDC, and it's got a pen. If you, there's 2 operations. So if you press it down, you've got a pen. And then if you go up with it, you've got what looks like a glass breaker or self-defense mechanism, but it's actually a pencil. So really, really neat. And it only cost me like $12. So go check that out. Then that fits right here perfectly. So I'm just going to put everything back. And so that's the pocket organizer / titanium key rings. Now for this one, what I like about it is you can definitely put your keys on here, but it's got this cord lock. Now, I'm kind of a cordie myself. I do some paracord projects. I'm actually wearing one of my paracord bracelets right now. So this is awesome. So you can see they just did some snake knots in 2 different colors. And you've got this really nice key / carabiner attachment right here. So you could, again, put your keys on here. But what I found is that if, like, you know, it's something that I would have liked to have a few months ago when I was working on my dryer. So you can attach something like this and then attach this to your wrist, and then using the cord lock. That way, if you do drop it, like let's say into a tight space, like when I was working on my laundry machine, I was actually using this tweezer, and I dropped right down the side where the barrel is, and I couldn't reach it. Luckily, I bought one of those extendable magnets, and I was able to fish it out. But if I had this on my wrist, it wouldn't have dropped in the first place, even if I let go. So that's something really cool that you could use this for. I really appreciate that. You could also, like I said, I mentioned, this is actually something that practical to use as well. This little lanyard here with the titanium bead, you could take that off. And for something like your knife that doesn't have, let's see, lanyard, traditional kind of lanyard, you could just slip it right under the pocket clip, right? And then you could clip this to this as well. And that way, your knife, if you drop it, you won't lose it. So especially if you're like on a boat or near water where your knife might just sink to the bottom. You could also do it with the flashlight. I'll just demonstrate that as well. Just do it really quickly with the flashlight. Again, I think it's a great for flashlights just because if you're in the dark and you just happen to drop it, you don't want to lose your flashlight. So I think it's a great little chain / wrist, I guess you could say wrist attachment, so you can make sure that all of your EDC gear is secure. So that's really, really cool that that's a kind of an alternate use instead of just for your keys. I just find that very, very practical and just really appreciate the design as well, especially this clip. I really like this clip, just that it's got 2 slots, one for where it holds the paracord, and then another attachment for all of your other gear if you wanted, like your keys. This one is similar. It's really cool because on the clip itself, it's a multi-tool. You've got a little scraper here. You've got the clip, obviously, and you've got several sizes of wrenches right there. Really cool. You could just use that as a wrench to quickly tighten or loosen things up. You've got a bottle opener, a ruler on both sides, so centimeters and inches, which is really cool. It only measures a couple inches, but that's okay. So you can't really measure too many longer items, but you could also use this as a straight edge if you're like drawing and needed something to guide to make a straight line. That's really awesome. And then over here, tucked away in this corner, it's a little bit hard to get to, but you do have a 2-dimensional Phillips as well. So if you really needed to quickly tighten a screw and you didn't have anything else, this would work on the fly. Of course, you've got the paracord. These are, instead of snake knots, these are cobra knots in green and purple. I really like this color combination. And then I attached, even though it came with a traditional split ring, I attached one of the titanium ones. And I don't know if I showed you, but the titanium ones are really interesting because they have a unique design in that unlike a traditional split ring where you have to kind of put your finger in there, you don't have to do that, so you can save your fingernails. This one, you can see, you just kind of push from the side. Once you find the top of it, you just kind of push to the side, and then you can slide your keys in very, very easily. So that's really awesome. And so for this one, I really like the idea of using this one because of its size as kind of like a water bottle kind of handle. And so if I were to attach this using a hero clip or something like that, you could easily attach it to something like a water bottle. So if you work out, you could just do that. And that's a great water bottle handle. And so you could attach this end to your workout bag or your tactical backpack or something like that and have a water bottle with you. So those are some of the really awesome creative uses that I found, and I'm just really happy that I was able to test these products out. Hope that you can go check these out. They're available on Amazon, so for not very much money, so these make great gifts. I just enjoyed just trying to figure out creative ways to add this to my EDC, and I've been pleasantly surprised by these. So let me know your thoughts and comments below, and until the next video, God bless.